you know who else is on your side is the Just Between Friends sale. That's Melanie Salamone and Jenny Stamas here in studio with us from the sale. We appreciate your time. It's coming up next week on March 11th, the spring Just Between Friends sale. You were just telling us how busy it is this week, loading things into that. It's at the art van, the old art van building here up on Alpine, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we have 1,200 local families getting ready to sell their items, topping out at probably over 300,000 things.
Wow.
In 70,000 square feet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we love to see it. And you've even brought in some items that maybe Sam might be perusing.
Yeah,
you just said you were
actually, I'm a little interested in a couple of these things. Yeah, brand new baby. My girl is 8 months old, so I feel like there's going to be a slew of things. But there's things for a lot of ages for kids, correct?
Absolutely. One of my most exciting things is that I started when I was pregnant with my little girl.
Oh, there you go.
And my older son, and now he is already in high school, late high school.
Oh, wow.
And I can shop for him too. So I can shop for the little babies all the way up to my teen.
Oh, I love that.
Well, Melanie, tell us how this works, because you have been in here before. I know how it works. If we've got any new viewers out there, how does this all work? It's a really cool system that you guys have going on here.
Exactly. Well, Just Between Friends is a huge Everything Kids resale event. So West Michigan families come together to buy and sell their gently used items at 50 to 90% off retail. So sellers will sell things that their kids don't need anymore and turn around and buy what they do need for the next 6 months. So it's families helping families, and it's a way for your dollar to go further because, as you know, kids grow fast. It was 17 years and it's all, here we are. It's amazing how expensive it can be. So this is a way to say yes to more.
Well, it's not only that, you get some new items in there too. It's not just gently used. Sometimes you do find the new stuff in there as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And we bought a sampling of some of the items that you'll find at the sale. And like these were $55 retail and they're $9.50. So there's some great prices that you're gonna find on some of these items, and this is just an nth of what we're going to see there.
Yeah, so we've got, it looks like we have toys, activity centers, clothes, shoes. What other sorts of things can we look for?
Absolutely. So we have the baby equipment size, like those wagons, and we've got spring coming up. We want to get outside. So wagons and strollers and bicycles. Then we've got things for entertainment inside, arts and crafts, games, books, puzzles, like 22,000 books.
Wow.
You cannot go wrong there. Clothing from baby to teen and everyone in between, and shoes. Cleats, got soccer coming up. We've got tons of soccer shoes. So we will see everything you need.
That's incredible.
It truly does look like you will have everything that you need. All the video that I see, I'm like, oh my gosh, we could use something like that. And you're right, they go through everything so fast. I feel like you blink and all of a sudden you're on from the activity center now to the chair.
Right.
And the stages change so quickly.
Yeah, and it's sustainability too. So it keeps things out of the landfill because a lot of this has more life in it, right?
Yeah.
So repurposing it and being able to put some money back in families' pockets. And if they find they don't want it or need it anymore and it doesn't sell, then we work with local charities to donate those items to the local charities to help our families even further.
Oh,
that's incredible.
Nice.
Talk about how we can get tickets. Is there an early bird this time around? How does that work? And why should we sign up sooner rather than later?
Well, yes. So the sales next week, our early access shopping's on Tuesday, but it is officially sold out.
Okay.
So we limit the tickets that day. It's for our consigners, our team members, and then we have some paid tickets. And then we also welcome some teachers and military in there and first responders, but those tickets are gone. So opening day is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we're all week next week. Regular shopping is Wednesday and Thursday, 9 to 8 on Wednesday, 11 to 8 on Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday is our half price days. So everything you see here without a star, which is pretty much every tag, will be half price. So this is $4 right now. On Friday or Saturday, if it's still there, it would be $2.
Now, do things go quickly? Like, are you better off to go to the earlier dates than the half price days, or?
So this is an event. And I want people in West Michigan to know it's an event. Our design is to sell out. So if there's something specific that you're wanting to come in, we'd love you to come early. However, if you're after that bargain, and we love bargain hunters in West Michigan, don't we ever? Coming in later in the afternoon, we'll get an opportunity to see some really great bargains.
That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about, if I'm the parent at home right now sitting watching this, I have some gently used things that we may not need anymore. How can we get into contact with you to bring that to your sale and have it resold next week?
Absolutely. Well, we do have some wonderful consignor coaches that we have on our staff who work with our new consignors. So there still is time if somebody wanted to jump in and become a seller and work with us to get their items to the sale even by Monday, because we have drop-off Sunday and Monday. So that is a possibility. On our website, grandrapids.jbfsale.com, you can go in and register for a tagging account. we'll send you an email and it will have the connecting information from our consignor coaches, and we could get you in and get you selling that with us next week if you wanted to.
Very cool.
Now, everything on the table looks really gently used. Is that kind of the status of things that you want brought to the sale?
We do. We
Okay.
really want a very good quality of items. So we have a safety recall specialist checking for all of those types of things. You
wow.
can feel confident in some of those items,
Yeah.
but we want it to be clean, complete, and compliant.
Okay.
Okay,
I love
we love
that.
the three
That's great
C's.
to know.
We love to see it. Let's go through the table because there are some pretty cool items here that you might even find at the store for like what, $45 or more in some cases. Like some of these toys, I would imagine at actual retail were
Yeah,
probably
even
much
this.
higher
This
than
is
what you'll be
like
selling.
very expensive to
I know.
get. It always surprises you. the
Let's
prices
talk
of
about
them.
this. So this one is, let's see,
So that one-
$7.50.
Yep.
Wow. And then you even have some name brand items on the table as well. You've got Carhartt on here, which nowadays is pretty expensive.
And very popular, right?
Yeah.
So we encourage our consignors to price items 50 to 90% off the retail prices.
Okay.
They set their prices, right? We don't set their prices. There's
Interesting.
No. So when you walk in to shop the sale, you're going to walk in like it's a great big department store. And if you're shopping for girls, and let's say you're in the 2T girls,
Yeah.
you might go to that section and you might be shopping 500 people that are selling girls 2T clothes. So you can go through and pick the items, and you see this dress, this Easter dress, and there's 4 of them. There's 4 different sellers. You can look at the quality of it, you can look at the price of it, and you can choose the one you want. But as Jenny
nice.
said, when it's gone, it's gone. We don't restock with some of these items because it's West Michigan families who are bringing them.
Right. Interesting. What else do we need to know if we're headed out there next week? Did we cover everything, or what else should we know?
Well, we have 2 great opportunities as well. We have teen night on Wednesday.
Oh,
So
okay.
now that I have teenagers and she wants that Lululemon and that
Right.
but she wants it on her bargain. So we have teen night on Wednesday evening, so that would be fantastic. And then we have a kids market next week, Saturday,
Okay.
where we have local children who are learning how to be entrepreneurs
Oh,
and bringing
cool.
some of their items alongside this. We'll have a lot of fun things for kids to do next week, Saturday. So
How
those are the
sweet
2
is
events
that?
inside our event.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Now, should you be showing up with your kid, or is it kind of like
Well, you might actually be adding a lot of things to your bag. Those
Yeah.
little
Right.
eyeballs go really big.
It's kind of like when you go to the grocery store hungry and you're like picking up everything,
Right.
right?
3 things,
Same
and there's
thing.
20 things.
Yeah,
But no,
exactly.
I would also recommend, if you are coming to shop, bring a wagon, bring a stroller, bring something to carry things
Okay.
with. We don't have carts because there's just it's so big and there's so much space that we need. But the wagons and carts are great. And we do have IKEA bags for you to shop with. We also have a whole area. So if you have a bag that's just too heavy, we can hold it for you while you keep shopping.
Keep shopping.
And then we take all forms of payment. So
Okay.
anything that you need to pay with, we take it. So.
All right, yeah, that tap is
Wow.
going to be used a lot next week.
Right,
I can
yes.
feel it.
Love it.
All right, well, the Just Between Friends sale, the spring sale is next week. That's March 11th through the 14th. More information on your website, which is what again?
GrandRapids.jbfsale.com.
All right, perfect. And of course, you can find all the information and this interview a little bit later today on 13onyourside.com.